Oh, Lord have mercy. That game just that game sucked. That game was garbage. I mean, from the beginning of the game all the way through, uh 2 of 11 on third downs, 57 total rushing yards. We had like 24 yards at halftime. Um Nussmeier either he doesn't look as good as he did last year. I don't know if it's regression. They said that he was still nursing that injury. But when's it going to get better? We got a hell of a schedule coming up. I mean, this game took the life out of me. This game took the life out of me here. It's not going to get any easier coming up. South Carolina, Vanderbilt, A&M, Alabama. I'll come back to that in a moment. But, I mean, couldn't run the ball to save our lives. This is something we've said every week, even with Southeastern. Just we've won, so it didn't matter. And here I am bragging about us being the number 3 team of a 4 team in the country. It's a tough loss. I mean, not many teams going undefeated. We're not going to be one of them. Gave up 400. So finally, the defense gives up yards. Now, a bad game. If a bad game for our defense looks like 24 points, I like our odds. But it didn't look like a well prepared team for this quarterback that we were about to face. Our secondary, we did have the 2 turnovers. I think they were both in the first half, though. Interception and fumble. But the drive was in the first half. We had to roughen the passer on them. I think it was on Weeks. That was really unnecessary. That hurt us. We had 3 15-yard penalties on that one drive. That kind of stunk. They drove out. They drove and scored on that. I mean, and it didn't even feel like we scored 19. Felt like we scored 10. That's how bad our offense was. I said 2 of 11 on third downs. Nuss's struggling to make accurate throws downfield. He had the one bad one, that interception he threw in the first half. I'm sure he'd like that one back. Woo! Got me yawning up in here on a Saturday night. To think we used to go out at like 11 o'clock at night when we were younger. 2.6 yards per. I mean, our leading rusher was Harlem Barrett for 22 yards. That's wild. Have we seen an LSU team that was so bad at running the ball? Have we ever seen a team that's bad at running the ball? It's a problem. We got a serious problem here. South Carolina will be no easier of a feat. We at least have that game at home, but then we go on the road for Vanderbilt, who won again. Vandy won today. It's a tough loss. I mean, Halsey had the forced fumble. I forgot who even had the interception. This game is one of those games where it just all looks like a blur. It's one of those games where it just all looks like a blur. PJ Woodland got the pick. We had the pick 6 called back on Pickett because he kind of pulled on him. At first, I was like, man, they better pick that flag up. Saw the replay. Did kind of pull that receiver out the way, but, of all teams to Ole Miss, I'd rather lose in South Carolina, quite honestly. Or I'd rather lose to Vandy. I'd rather lose to Arkansas or Oklahoma. Maybe not Alabama or A&M, but I hate it when we lose to Ole Miss or Mississippi State. Those hurt the worst because then they're like, we're better than y'all. Hats off to them though. This is a tough one. This one will sting. I'd rather get this kind of out the way earlier this season. I'm a 13 team. They're going to be top 10 after this, probably. They should be. We got Oregon, Penn State about to kick off. You can't see it, but that's going to be a good one. That whiteout game. Gotta love these games. So Oregon with the all white and black helmets, white jerseys, black pants. Really cool. Black helmets. I'm exhausted. This game took the life out of me, and I'm very upset about it. So, I mean, we'll see. We have to run the ball better. The play calling has to be better. If Nuss isn't healthy, if Nuss can't throw it downfield, then maybe you need Van Buren in the game. Maybe Van Buren needs to be out. We need a quarterback who could push the ball downfield because all of these check downs, all of these underneath stuff, these little wide receiver screens, little bubble screens, it's not going to work. This is the SEC. Maybe Sloan ain't the guy. Maybe Sloan ain't the guy. I'm tired of looking at this offense. You guys have a great evening. I haven't yawned so much in my life. Bye.